Namaste everyone. Good afternoon to you all. Respected PM program coordinator sir, respected our project supervisor sir, respected our guest sir, and all of my dear friends, with my dear brother and sisters. Myself, Sangan Shrestha. Today we are going to discuss about a presentation about the BM 6th semester on the curriculum of the summer project year. This is our midterm defense. Here we are going to discuss about how much our project is completed. The title of my project is all about online fee payment system. The online fee payment system is for Gankunja Residential School. It is a complete web-based website. Before developing this project, I have taken some references from my project supervisor sir, our BI program coordinator sir, and the principal of Gankunja Residential School, Mr. Arun Rai. Before moving to the next slide, I have mentioned some topics overview. First, here we are going to discuss about the introduction and goals, methodologies, and second one requirement analysis, and third one system design. Here we are going to discuss about use case diagram, sequence diagram, activity diagram, and VR diagram. And the fourth one implementation. Here implementation phase we have discussed about the working model, how the user working into our systems, and how the home page acts about the systems, and the admin panel, how the admin works with that system. And last finally we are discussing about the conclusion. The conclusion of my project is all about successfully implement the SRS of online fee payment system. SRS means software requirement system. First of all, we all know that online fee payment system is the exchange of monetary funds between the buyers and sellers. Online fee payment system, the name itself suggests that the payment or the fee which are done through the online or via the internet. This WebFS is a complete web-based website. I have already discussed about this. It is a free payment system related with the Gankunja Residential School. When I visit that schools, I feel that it is a problem of the payment system. So I have decided to develop this project. In this project, we are discussing about the information about the payment, official notices, DUM, class and the sections and the other student details included in the system. Why we are developing these projects? It is the main questions to be able to pay the student fees online. Users or students see his or her payments, given the payment records through the online, and to automate the online payment processing for Gankunja Residential School. This is the main objectives of our projects. And the goals are, first of all, security. Security plays the crucial role in the system. If there is no security in our system, then our system totally worthless. That means totally useless. Online payments are the more secure than traditional payments. There is no risk of thief. It is convenient. We can pay our different fee schemes by sitting on the same place, and it is time saving. We can pay it anytime from any places, so it is more time saving. And third one is methodology. Methodology means the process or the models, which models I have followed to develop this project. I have followed the waterfall model. Waterfall model is a linear sequential life cycle of a model. In this model, each phase should be completed to begin the next phase. Here the steps. First, requirement phase. In the requirement phase, we are discussing about the define the problem, identify the scope of the problem, and develop one strategy to solve the problem. In the analysis phase, we are discussing about the investigate the problem to define the requirements necessary of the solving each and part. In the design phase, design a solution based upon our requirements and the define. In the coding phase, implement the program into the design. In the test phase, test the program to ensure that the requirements have been satisfied. And the last final maintenance phase seeks to improve the application based upon the use or changes of the environment. Why I am following this method? Why I am following this waterfall model? There is the some reasons. It is simple and easy to understand. The phases are pushed and completed one at a time. There are clearly defined stages in the waterfall model. Works well for smaller projects and where requirements are very clearly understood. The second one is requirement analysis. In requirement analysis, there is a functional requirement. Functional requirement means the user requirements. Our system is developed for what purpose? If our system does not meet our purpose or the objectives, then the system may not be workful. And the non-functional requirements is all about the security, confidentiality, and the integrity. And third one, the interfaces. It means our system support hardware which interfaces are like user interface, hardware interface, or the software interface. I will discuss later. First of all, functional and non-functional requirement. Functional requirement means all about the user requirements. It means there is a login system. If our system is developed for the purpose of payment, if there is no payment is done by the users, then our system may not be working. This is a functional requirement. And the non-functional requirements, if payment is done, our project or the system is successfully run, but if there is no security, then our system is totally worthless. So both functional and non-functional requirements are important to develop our system. First of all, functional requirement of my projects is on only registered students log into the system. Only admin can register the students and the admin only view users in the payment details. There is no authority for the users to edit or update the system. And the non-functional requirements are systems should be available at any time. If our systems should not be available at any time, then our system may not be useful for any organization or any institution. Systems should be secure. If our system is not secure, then our system is totally worthless. Systems should be easily maintainable and adding new features, or it means the evaluation of we can evaluate our system later. External interfaces means user interface. How our system runs on, it means our system runs on the Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera Mini, and the Internet Explorer. Hardware interface includes which hardware interface support our systems. Our system supports Windows, Mac OS, and the Linux operating system. And the software interface includes SQL Server. It means SQL Server is used for database connection. For the database connection, the database stores our records, the information of the payments which are paid by the students. All the user informations are stored on the database. So this is also important to develop projects. Language used to develop these projects are the front-end languages are HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and the back-end languages are PHP and the MySQL. Yeah, the architectural design of the system is here. The user on a web interface makes a web request which is received by the web server. Web server here is a get the GKRS to FPS database. This is a web server, and the user means students. The web server processes and the request and the interacts with the database server using a SQL embedded in the PHP scripts. We are coding. And the last one, the response is a web page data set on the web interface for the user. And the system models, we have to follow certain system models. First of all, use case diagram. Use case diagram shows the interaction between our system and admin, users, and the payment gateway. How user can pay their fees through the system, and how the admin works. I have totally discussed here. User can log in the system, log in the system. If there is a username and password is validated, then only he can view payments, he can move into the home page. If there is a invalid username or password, then the system notifies him to your username or password is invalid. In the due payment, here is admission fee, tuition fee, and the monthly fee. The user select one and he paid. The payment gateway like is Ishiwa. The Ishiwa calculate the fee of the students, and the admin have a full authority of the update or the any changes of the system. Admin the login into the system, it or view the users. User means the students or the feedbacks are given from the users. The next system model is activity diagram. An activity diagram visually represents the series of action or the flow of control in the system. This diagram represents what activities can the system will perform, or it means the how user can payment his fees in this through the systems. First of all, user have to log into the system. If his password is right, then only he can view fee due. If there is wrong password, then the system notifies him to invalidate your username and password. Then the user have to re-log in to the system. After the his username and password is valid, then only he have to move into the next home page or the system. Then he have to select admission fee or tuition fee or monthly fee. Then after selecting the fees, and he have to pays his fee, then log out the system. And third system model is sequence diagram. Sequence diagram is the interaction of the detail how operations are carried out into the system, how payments is done into the system. This diagram basically focuses on how payment is done or how the users can payment. First of all, users have to enter his password. Then the system says if there is any wrong username or password, then the system messages him to wrong your username and password. If the password is valid, then only OFPS system has opened its home page. Then after display the home page, then prompt user to select the fees. After selecting the fee, he have to sure that I have paying a fee and then make fee. He have to select I make fee payments. Then system payment gateway prompts him to enter amount. Then the user after entering the amount, the OFPS database updated his records or his payment and notifies your payment is successful. Then after you log out the system. And entity diagram. We all know that entity diagram we have already studied. I think you are also studying ER diagram. ER diagram is a data modeling that graphically illustrates and information systems, entities, and the relationship between the entities. Their entities is users, it means students, fees, school admins. Here, students have an attribute of email, username, passport, and student ID, and the categories and the fee have different attributes like is category, admission fee, monthly fee, and tuition fee, paid amount. Student pay fee. Student pay fee and fee is collected by school admin. The school or the admin has registered the users system implementation. How the user can log into the payments and the admin panel. In login, before entering the login system, I have tell you about who is admin and who is users. Admin has a full authority of updating, deleting the resources, and the users have only authority to the access of our system. Here is total control is all from admin. The users can only access that our resources only. First of all, the student login models or how the user login works. Users should be registered their accounts before logging into the system, and when they submit the login form and valid username and password, then one page is open. This is our users login page, the home page. This is our home page. Before when login system, when the username and password is matched, this home page is appears. Here the home, gallery, payments, account setting, here account setting as admin and person password, and the payment report and the logout.
रियल टाइम काम गरेर त्यसपछि यता आउनु पर्यो यसो के छ अनुमति के छ
Is available for not only laptop or computer users, but also mobile users also. So total mobile responsive also. In the mobile, it seems like this. One gallery, payment and account sheet. Our system notifies if the students are the last date of the payment, then system notifies you to payment. This is like this. With the fee structure, it gives the errors into. This is our payment page. After filling this payment form, OFS provides your notification of your payments like this. Just put it right. And admin login page. In the admin login page, admin should have username and password before logging into the admin panel. He or she submit the login form with the valid username and password. Then only dashboard open. Yeah, we have to select like this and press admin, and then only our dashboard appears like this. Yeah, the admin can add the users, new users. He can change his fee structure of the school, and he take feedbacks from the systems or the from the students, and he can view the payments. The payments details is like this. Admin can view like this. Now, our system is like this. This is our login page. Here, if we are entering the invalid username or password, the message appears like this. Login failed, invalid username or password. This system notifies like this. If we valid or the registered user's name and password, then our system works like this. Home page. If you enter into the home page, I have show you our sign up page also. Here is the sign up page is for the new users or the new students. He or she can sign up. These are our page like this. I have already made my account, username and password I know, so I move into home page. This is our home page. Our home page is like this. Here, payment notification is appears like this. In this section, we can visit our fee structure also. How much our fee structure is there. The system notifies with payments ends with the notification of the fee structure. I have included some information about my project. This is our here is the image of chairman that I have not found. This is I have to do later. I will do later. If the user can or the student can can want to feedback to the system, then he can feedback from through here. Like that. He can put his username or password. Suppose like this. This is automatically going into our admin panel or the admin system, and I will show you later. In the gallery section, I have mentioned some photos of our school. That is not totally completed, so I will the last final of my final process. User can or the student can payments like this. Select his classes, you put his email address, and you put his amount like this, and the payment date is. And for what purpose we pay his fees, I have mentioned like admission fee. Files like this. This is automatically saved into our database. Your database. There are also some authentication. We are going to view the payments. Last I fill a form of payments. This is here. This is our admin panel. People enter into the admin panel. I will into the home page. Here, users can now my system is not totally completed, so at this time I am going to for the evidence. He can send to the system his payment screenshot also. Like this. This is automatically saved into our database. And after when we log out our system, then it appears here. In the admin panel, there is some authentication also. If we enter the invalid password, then system notifies us your username or password is invalid. If we enter our valid username and password, then only our dashboard is open. Like this. And this is our admin panel. Admin can add users also here from here. Suppose password admin can register from here. Then it appears it automatically saves in our what are those? You can give our users how much users of the students are registered in the system. Only these registered students can give our move into our systems. They are only authorized to access our system. And we can change our fee structure also from here. And feedbacks are stored here. Feedbacks from students. And last, due payments here. ID, student name, email, amount, date, and the remarks. This appears on the due payment section. For the future tax, my system is not totally complicated, so for the future tax, there is in the user interface, I have to make the user bar responsive, to make payment gateway, profile images, I have to change the profile images, and the pay report, and admin panel, display collected fees, direct update, count users, and icons. Here I have to do for the future. I will do for the future. And last, conclusion. To override the traditional payment system into the online system, to automate the online payment system, e-payments are the essential components for all organizations. Thank you.